Hello darts fans. In terms of elite level PDC action, we didn't see much over the weekend as the Bahrain Masters took place on Thursday and Friday, but that doesn't mean we don't have plenty of dart stories to cover in this video, so make sure to stay tuned. Over the weekend, the man, well, boy of the moment, Luke Littler, turned 17 years old. The huge impact that Luke's had on the sport is already clear to see, but he could do something absolutely monumental for the game. Luke is currently the very early favourite to win the BBC's prestigious Sports Personality of the Year award with all the major bookmakers. His odds to win the award are as low as 5-1 on Betfred, and he's also favourite on the normally very telling Betfair exchange. But there are many athletes from different sports who could challenge Luke over the year, so let's have a look at them. The bookies think that England footballers Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham are the most likely to challenge Luke. Their chances are likely tied to the England national team's chances in this summer's Euro 2024 tournament, which they're currently favourite to win. But, as any realistic England fan would tell you, who knows what's going to happen. Cyclist Mark Cavendish also has a chance, as this year, in his 15th Tour de France, he has the potential to take the stage win record outright. Ronnie O'Sullivan is at 12-1 after winning a record-extending 8th Masters title and having the potential to win an 8th world title at the age of 48. There are also various Olympians in with a shot, with Paris 2024 also taking place in the summer. Darts does have a little bit of history with the award, with Phil Taylor being nominated on 2 occasions, first back in 2006, a year which was won by equestrian champion Zara Phillips. That year, Taylor said that it was brilliant to be a part of the award show and walk on the red carpet with so many legends. He added that the nomination meant more than winning the World Championship 100 times, likely due to the fact that he got recognition from those outside of darts. Taylor was nominated for the second time in 2010, the year in which he became World Champion for the 15th time, and he finished as the runner-up to jockey AP McCoy. He received over 10% of the vote, and remains the only darts player to get anywhere near taking the award. Phil looked both shocked and delighted when it was announced that he'd finished second, and that was probably the only time he was happy finishing as a runner-up in something in his whole career. Many people from around the sporting world were happy for Taylor, but not golfer Ian Poulter, who tweeted saying that a darter coming second was a farce and compared the sport to tiddlywinks. Nearly 15 years on, many people still hold opinions like that, but Luke's popularity and success could see him beat Taylor's second place and become the first darts player to win the award. Of course it is very early, with the ceremony taking place in December, giving time for loads of other things to happen, but of course Luke could still win many more titles, and I think he will. If he won a major or two, and England didn't win the Euros, which probably is quite likely, we may see him become an even more heavy favourite. Elsewhere in darts, we just saw the first block of 5 Challenge Tour events, with Dutchman Danny Jansen, who just dropped off of the Pro Tour, finishing as the highest ranked player on the Order of Merit. Stefan Belmont and Aiden Kirk completed the top 3, and all 3 of those players are fairly likely to appear in the first few Players' Championship events due to withdrawals. Christian Perez didn't use his tour card very much at all last year, as well as Adrian Lewis, who also had his birthday over the weekend. There were some interesting names amongst the 5 different title winners in Milton Keynes, including 1995 BDO World Champion Richie Burnett and Swedish World Cup star Oskar Lukasiak, but none more so than Aiden Kirk. Kirk will be remembered by some darts fans for causing one of the biggest upsets in the sport's history at the UK Open in 2014, where he managed to beat Phil Taylor 9-7 in round 3. I covered Kirk's story since then in a recent video I made about one-hit wonders, but to be brief, he dropped off the tour in 2018 and hadn't won a PDC title of any description since 2016, so it's great to see him pick up that Challenge Tour win. During his time away from the Pro Tour, Aiden had a very interesting career change, becoming a published children's book author after the birth of his daughter in 2020. His book, Rusty the Old Bicycle, Race Day, is available to buy on Amazon, where it has a 5-star rating. Kirk was the only English player to win one of the 5 tournaments, which could signal the end of the nation's dominance of the Challenge Tour. Things were very different 10 years ago in 2014, where 15 of the 16 events were won by Englishmen. In 2017, that total was 19 of 20 events. The Challenge Tour is now very international, which can only be a good thing for the continued growth of the sport around the world. I think it's now time for more tour cards to be on offer through the Challenge Tour Order of Merit, as it rewards far more consistent players than Q School does. Over the weekend, we also saw footage of Leeds fan Lukey Humphrey parading his World Championship trophy around the pitch at Ellen Road during the half-time of their game against Preston North End, which they managed to win 2-1 with a late goal. Luke is clearly a big fan, but many people still don't know that his dad gave him the name Luke, as it stands for Leeds United Kings of Europe. It's now become sort of a tradition for world champions who are big football fans to parade their trophy at their club. In 2014, when Michael van Gerwen won his first world title, he was invited to the training ground of his team, PSV, where he had lunch with and played darts with the team. Then in 2017, when he won his second world title, he got to parade the trophy on the pitch during PSV's 4-3 win over Heerenveen. After winning his first world title all the way back in 1990, Phil Taylor got to parade his trophy on the pitch at his club, Port Vale. Taylor has been linked to investing in the club several times in the past, alongside his friend Robbie Williams, but a deal has never been completed. Whilst darts players' earnings are rapidly increasing, Lukey Humphrey probably has to win a few more world titles before he can think about investing in Leeds. The weekend also saw the 45th WDF Las Vegas Open, where Fallon Sherrock entered her first WDF event since May 2022, when she won the Welsh Classic. She managed to win the women's singles event on Saturday in Vegas, beating Wendy Reinstedler to secure a place at Lakeside in December. If Fallon manages to also qualify for Ali Pali again, she may have a decision to make, but if she does choose to play in Lakeside, it could be very interesting to see, as she could challenge the domination of Bo Greaves. My question for today is, if Fallon does have to choose between Lakeside or Ali Pali, what would you suggest that she picks? Is it finally time that she tries to get that world title? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Fallon also managed to win the women's cricket tournament at the event against many North American players who are far more used to that version of the game. She also played in and won the mixed triples 601 event in a team with Leonard Gates and her partner Cameron Menzies against the team which featured Simon Whitlock and Jules Van Dongen. As PDC tour card holders, Whitlock, Menzies and Van Dongen were not allowed to play in the singles events, as they're not allowed to play in non-PDC streamed 501 events. 1983 world champion Keith Deller appeared in some of the men's events, making his first appearance in a BDO or WDF event since the 1993 World Championship. In both the singles events, he managed to win his first round game 3-0 before losing out in the second round. In the Las Vegas Open, he lost to ADO president Jim Widmeyer. Thanks for watching today's video, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like the video, subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't ever miss one of these news update videos.